Yo, what is good, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Dream Chasers, aka the RDC World Career Mode on FIFA 23. Today is the first episode of Season 6. I can't believe we are here already at Season 6. A big shout out to everyone who's been supporting this series so far from day one, Season 1, Episode 1. If anyone's been there since then, shout out to you for still sticking with the series, and shout out to everyone who picked it up along the way. I really do appreciate everyone's support, and as you'll see as we get into today's video, I really couldn't be making this series without yous, because yeah, like, I need your help with all these questions and stuff that I throw out. We've got a lot of comments to go through today, and to be honest, I don't even know if we'll get it to any gameplay in today's episode. We might try and sim through the preseason tournament, but we have a lot of things to sort out for Season 6, boys, because it is going to be the biggest one yet. We are in the Champions League now. Yeah, we've got the Premier League to try and win this season. We're probably going to be competing against Man City again as the team to fight for the title, but who knows, we could see teams like Liverpool, teams like Chelsea, teams like Spurs put in big purchases and fight for the title too. So we'll have to wait and see how it works out. As you can see on the screen, I've started the episode with our budgets. We have 90 million to spend this season, with a lot of players that we need to move on as well. A lot of dead weight in the team. As we go over to our squad, you can see here, squad hub, we have 50 players. We don't need 50 players. Yeah, so we're going to sell a lot of people, loan a few people out, and we'll get into that very shortly. If you are new to the channel and new to the series, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on this episode, with it being the first episode of the new season. Can we aim for 60 likes? It's a big goal. Well, can we try and hit 60 likes for episode, or Season 6, I should say. Yeah, Season 6, get us to 60 likes, or 66 if you want to push it. 66. Oh, I'm not going to say that. Whoa, let's bring that back. Yeah, we can't do that. But if we turn the 6 upside down, it's a 9 now. Shout out Drake. But yeah, man. So like I say, a lot to get through today, boys. And the first thing is, this season, I don't know what formation to play. Yeah, we have Arthur Vilk up front, 88 rated. Yeah, I was looking at his pace there, 94, crazy. 88 rated Arthur Vilk. The guy's insane. Yeah, but then on the bench we have Marcio Barbosa, 86 rated. He lost one while he was injured last season, of course, from 87 overall. This guy's insane too. We need to make sure these two are playing, yeah, at the same time. But what formation do we do that in? Morgan Lee, another guy who has questions around his name. Should we play him in a central position, in a cam? Do we play him on the wing still? It's a big question. Like I say, we've got some comments to go through. But first things first, boys, I want to just get into the season, because we need to advance a day or two, just so everyone moves, because we haven't even got De Bruyne yet. We signed De Bruyne on a pre-season agreement, but we haven't advanced into the season yet to get De Bruyne to the club. So I'm going to do that, so we can finally get to like the questions that we need to answer, in terms of who we're going to sell, who we're going to loan, who we're going to buy, and who we're going to play where. So yeah, we need to customize the club first, and let's show you the Season 6 kits. I think you're going to like them and the concept I've gone with for this season, so let's get into it. First things first, we need to upgrade the stadium. Yeah, I'm so happy we get to do this now, because our stadium this season, as cool as it did look, it put ugly shadows on the pitch, and it used to really annoy me. So let's upgrade the stadium, try and find one that won't have any shadows. We're in the Champions League now, so we need to upgrade our capacity, because we're going to have a lot more people coming to the games. I'm going to go with this stadium right here, El Libertador. But we are, of course, calling it Heavens Arena, because that is the stadium name since Season 1. Yeah, Heavens Arena. Shout out to all the Hunter watchers. But this doesn't look like there's anything on top of the stadium. It's an open pitch, so there shouldn't be any shadows. So that'll be nice to see. 52,000 capacity, though. Everyone make sure you get your season tickets renewed before the start of this one. So yeah, let's change our stadium to El Libertador, and as we can see it here, looking very nice, and no shadows are going to get in our way this season. It's just going to be straight action on the pitch. We can actually, because this isn't a real stadium, boys, we can actually change like the theme of it. So I've made the seats purple, and we can actually change the colour of the stadium to purple as well. Let's see what that looks like if it's all purple. Oh, do we do the seats in yellow though? Yeah, so we've got the stadium as purple. Obviously everyone's going to be wearing purple kits in the seats with the yellow seats. This stadium is going to look sick this season, boys. I didn't know you could do that with these stadiums, but yellow seats, purple theme around like on the top of the boards and stuff. That's fire. Let's go. As for the badge, there was actually a guy who's left a comment to say change the badge to signify like a new start for the Dream Chasers, and because we're getting into the Champions League now. But boys, I don't want to touch the badge. The badge is what we stand for and what we represent. Yeah, we are not one of these teams that changes the badge. Yeah, we are not one of these teams. No one in particular. I'm not naming any names. But yeah, we don't change our badge. Yeah, because we have that on the kit. That is what we stand for. That is what we fight for. We fight for the badge. You get me? And like I said, when I made the club, it represents the Band of the Hawks from Berserk. Berserk being my favourite manga of all time. So we are sticking with the Band of the Hawk logo, but still we are sticking with fuck Griffith. Yeah, if you've read Berserk, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's get into the kits. I want to show you what we've got cooking. Goalkeeper kit. I think Kowalczyk looks good in orange and it separates him from the team. I don't know why Morgan Elliott's still in the goalkeeper kit there. That's so funny to see. But yeah, we're sticking with the goalkeeper kit as orange. Let's see the new home kit for this season. Now, boys, last season's theme, if you do remember, was the Colour Rush theme that I robbed from the NFL. This season's theme, I'm gonna call it retro. Yeah, we are gonna... you might have already guessed what we're gonna do with the kits from that name, but our home kit for this season might look a bit familiar. Here we go. We are back, boys, in blue and purple, bringing back that blue colour. A lot of people wanted to see it back because obviously we changed our secondary colour to yellow. We've still got the yellow in there though, with the kit name and number, as you can see. So we're still keeping with the Dream Chasers purple and yellow theme, but we are bringing back the blue. And as your eagle-eye viewer may notice, this is our home kit from Season 1. So we're throwing it all the way back to Season 1, using the same kit from then. And hopefully you like that idea of using the same kit again, and don't think that it's a cop-out on my behalf and not trying to be creative with the kits. But like I say, this season's theme is being retro. Yeah, we're stepping up into the Champions League, but we're also throwing it back to our roots in League 2, remembering where we came from, but getting into the Champions League with our League 2 kit. I think it's a very nice story to tell. And as for the away kit, boys, keeping on the retro theme, we are throwing it back to this kit. Who remembers this one? I'm such a big fan of this kit. The white with the black looking suave, but then the purple stripes fade into black on the front as well. It looks so sick. This was our away kit in Season 2, so we're throwing it back again with a retro style old kit, bringing it back, bringing back the classics. You get me? I went back through the seasons, found my favourite kits and thought, what do we want to bring back? We've got the Season 1 home kit, the Season 2 away kit, and keeping on theme, we are also going to bring back the Season 3 third kit. I love this pattern and this design. We used this as our home kit for one season as well. And I just love it, bro. I love like the stripes on the sides. It reminds me of like claw marks in a sense. And obviously we've got the hawk on the badge. So I just love this kit. I think it's a staple in Dream Chasers history. But the Season 1 home kit, Season 2 away kit, and Season 3 third kit making the second appearance in the Dream Chasers career mode. Let me know what you think in the comments below of the kits. Do you think it's a cop-out from me instead of just making new kits? Or do you like the retro theme and bringing back the... I think people will be very happy to see this home kit again with the blue on it. Whether you're happy with the design, it's up to you. But I can't wait to play games in this kit again. And yeah, I just can't wait to get into this season, boy. Season 6 is gonna be crazy. Let's go. So now we can finally advance into the season, and let's just advance a day or two so we can get all of these players back from loan and all of these players in on the transfers. So yeah, there we go. Sessegnon departs. Transfer budget increased to 91 million. Kevin De Bruyne has completed his move to the Dream Chasers, and we've got De Bruyne at the club now. Let's go. Fabio Moretti has been approached by Arsenal for 93 million. So Arsenal looking to strengthen their midfield with even more money than we have. Oh, and Sessegnon's gone. So now we've got the money for Sessegnon, which is 30 million. I thought that was already in the budget. We're up to 123 million in the budget. Let's go, boys. Oh, this season's going to be sick. Let's go. Now, I don't even know who Moretti is, so let me double check that. Hey, yo, Arthur Vilk just gone up to 89 overall. We've advanced one day in the season, bro. Calm down, this guy's on smoke already. He's ready to just start playing and start scoring goals. 89 rated Arthur Vilk, let's go, boys. But yeah, let me double check who that Moretti is. There he is, Fabio Moretti, plays for Juve, and Arsenal have approached for 92 million, I think the bid for him. That is a crazy transfer right there. And we can now see Kevin De Bruyne at the club as well. There's his stats for anyone interested. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, 71 pace, slacking in that regard. But 84 shooting, 91 passing, 85 dribbling. Look at all his traits there. Leadership, early crosser, some AI traits as well. Injury prone though, which isn't a good sign. But his stats are insane. And to have a guy of this caliber at the club, especially for Champions League football this season, it's what a signing. What a signing. With De Bruyne at the club though, and like I mentioned earlier in the episode with Morgan Lee, Arthur Vilk and Marcio Barbosa, I don't know what formation to play this season, boys, yeah? So a lot of people considering or telling me to sell Ono, loan out Ono. Now, this is our main formation, the 4-4-1-1. And I do love this formation, but I did want to switch it up to the 4-3-3. We've had some luck in this formation in the 4-3-3, and I wanted to play Wilk up top, Barbosa on the left, Lee in the central attack and mid, drop Elliott, and then maybe just keep Ono on the right wing, or get a new signing for the right wing. But I just don't know what to do, boys. Let's get into the comments anyway, because I did ask a lot of questions in the last 2 episodes, so we've got a lot of comments to get through. Let's get into them. I did say I wanted to make Marcio Barbosa a left winger, but when we went into his training plan, it would take 134 weeks to train him as a left winger. So I said, like, what do we do with him? We can't train him as a left winger anymore. But Kellawat left a comment saying, you can train Barbosa as a left winger easily by first training his passing stats. If you get the crossing and passing up, then he should switch to the wing easily. So if we go back to his growth at the minute, we're training him as a mobile striker to try and boost up his acceleration, because his acceleration was slacking compared to his sprint speed. As you can see there, he's nearly maxed out on sprint speed, but he has to get the other stat up. So that's why we were training him as that. But if we train him to get his passing up, like this here, maybe complete striker, boost free kick accuracy, short pass and curve, that looks like the only one we can actually do to boost his passing, like directly. So, or could we train him as a centre forward? And then I'm sure one of the centre forward things, 69 weeks for that. That's crazy. What is wrong with Barbosa, bro? He just doesn't want to move from striker, does he? So maybe we could try training up, like get his curve up using this training plan, complete striker. And then that would maybe make him switch to a left wing easier. But I think that's a waste of growth, if I'm honest. And I would rather stick with this mobile striker to boost his acceleration. Because, like I say, his sprint speed 97 is crazy. If you don't know, by the way, in FIFA, a little lesson, sprint speed is your top speed. Acceleration is how quickly you get to the top speed. So I feel like in FIFA, acceleration is a lot more important than sprint speed. Because acceleration is like that first step, how quickly you can actually reach your full speed, you know? So I want to make sure we boost up his acceleration at least into the 90s. So I'm going to stick, actually, with Barbosa as a mobile striker, and we'll have to sort out the formation later on. But shout out to Kellawat for that comment anyway. I didn't know that that's how things worked. Harrison left a comment saying, what a season. Nice one, mate. Congrats on winning the Europa League. Nice one, mate, again. Yeah, he said, I have a suggestion for the next season. First, I would say player numbers. Barbosa should get number 7, Wilk for number 9, give Hashimoto the number 8 because he's the Japanese Gerrard, and give Rabiger the number 11. I think it would suit him. Now, Harrison is not the only person to comment about the kit numbers. A lot of people saying change the kit numbers, especially for people like, you know, Morgan Lee, Arthur Vilk. But boys, like, and as much as people like are given the reasons for changing the kit numbers, I think it's more authentic to stick with what we've got here. So Barbosa, we made number 9 because number 7 is Morgan Lee. Morgan Lee is our homegrown talent. He's had the number 7 since the youth academy. Since day 1, Morgan Lee's been wearing number 7. Do you know what I mean? He's made that number his. And to take that away from Morgan Lee, I don't think would be fair, because he is, like I say, an OG at the club. One of the only few people left from season 1 and from day 1 especially. So yeah, Morgan Lee is keeping his number 7. MB9 made himself MB9 with that number 9 jersey. We couldn't have CR7, which is of course who his regen is, or he's the regen of. But we made him into MB9 instead. So a lot of people saying give it to Vilk. But then even Vilk, I know it's a weird number to have, but number 28, it's a weird number, but I feel like it means something to Wilk because he plays so good even in that shirt. Yeah, and as for the number 8 for the Japanese Gerrard, I understand that, but Hashimoto, I think he looks good in 16, and number 8 at the minute is Rabiger, and Rabiger's been here since episode 2, and I feel like he's made that number his as well. You know, I can't believe we signed Rabiger in number 2, by the way, episode number 2. When I went back to do the research on the kits, I realised that we signed Rabiger in episode 2 of the career mode, and he's still here now, putting in big time performances. So shout out to Sydney Rabiger, man, and that's why he's sticking with the number 8, even though we do love to call Hashimoto the Japanese Gerrard. 8 times 2 is 16, and he's rocking that on his shorts and his back there, so we're leaving the numbers as they are. But shout out to Harrison for the comment, and nice one for the kind words, mate, saying congrats on the last season. Hopefully this season we can top even what we did last season, yeah? Victor dropped a comment saying sign De Bruyne. Of course we have signed De Bruyne now. He's at the club. Use both Wilk and Barbosa. It's going to be difficult to find the right formation to get them both working, but I definitely want to try that. Find a new defender with 90 or 91 overall. Spend your money on defenders. Now I definitely agree with Victor. We need to increase the strength in our defence. Inacio, I gave him a lot of stick last season, but he's still 88 rated, you know, compared to someone like Canales who's only 81. It makes more sense to replace Canales, but at the same time, last season I feel like Canales was the better defender than Inacio. So I'm in a tricky position, boys. I'm really in a sticky situation right now. I don't know what to do with our defenders, but we're definitely going to sign one with all the money that we've got in the bank. Cash Money Mark has 123 million. Yeah, ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. Yeah, come on, don't play. One question I did pose is, should we sign Virgil van Dijk? He's 85 overall now. He's going to keep dropping because, as you can see, he's 35 years old, but he has dropped into the free agents. Now, his pace is slacking, as you can see there. 61 acceleration, 71 sprint speed isn't too bad. But he is slow, but it's Van Dijk. Yeah, and on FIFA, there's just certain players in-game that just play better because of who they are. I feel like Van Dijk, the last few years on FIFA, has definitely been one of those players. So maybe, regardless of stats, he's just going to be that guy because it's Virgil van Dijk. Do you know what I mean? And as a Liverpool fan, I would love to sign Van Dijk, and we're probably going to go ahead and get Van Dijk to the club regardless. But I want to just highlight what the crowd thought about it. Blue Juice left a comment. Shout out to Blue Juice. I've seen his name and profile picture since day one, pretty much, as he says. He said, been here since day one, like the Morgan brothers. Nice little reference there. I think it's a good idea to sign Van Dijk on a free, because then you'll be gifted with the choice of keeping a quality centre-back as a backup and loaning out Stijn or selling him on for profit to get Gvardiol and Bellingham in the process. Also, sell Brennan Johnson and others to get more money, and Inacio too to get a decent centre-back. Enjoying the series, can't wait for the new season. I appreciate the kind words, mate. And we'll get to Brennan Johnson and all those people later on. Like I say, boys, this is probably going to be a long episode in the pre-season, and we might not even get to the gameplay, but hopefully you do stick around, because we've got a lot to go through and a lot to sort out for this season. It's going to be a big one, so we need to make sure we make the right decisions and stuff. But yeah, Blue Juice said it's a good idea to sign Van Dijk, and I do agree. 45k to 67k he wants as his wage, and as a 35-year-old he will keep dropping. But like it says in that comment that Blue Juice just left, we're going to have a quality player in Van Dijk regardless, and then we can loan out Stijn, and we don't need that backup at the centre-back. We can even loan out again Billy Cairns. Rudiger's in the free agents too! Hey yo, 87 overall. Rudiger, he's been approached by Milan. Yo, we've got to make our decision quick. We've got to make our decision in this episode. Do we get Rudiger or do we get Van Dijk? That's going to be a tough one. Me being a Liverpool fan, I want to get Van Dijk, but my head says get Rudiger. He's 2 ratings higher and 1 year, one age lower. What am I talking about? But that's threw me off there. Any other free agents in here that we should keep our eye on? Look at how old all these people are. Lukaku, Son, these must be retiring soon, bro. Who the hell is that? Alex Telles is playing for Rotherham United. That's just weird. Tony Kroos has went to Man City. What for? Why have they signed him? They're so weird, City. Maguire and the free agents. We're not going to get him. And then we've seen the rest of these free agents here. But yeah, Rudiger, bro, that threw me off completely. Completely threw me off what I was about to say about Van Dijk and them. That's crazy. Hold on, we've got a striker here in the free agents too. That's got to be Obama Blood Clot Young, regen. He's from Gabon, striker, looking for a new club, good acceleration and sprint speed. That has to be Obama Blood Clot Young. Oh, boys, I'm in a sticky situation in Season 6. What is this? What is this? His minimum sprint speed that he could be at 19 years old is 83 sprint speed and 80 acceleration. Is that what that means? That's crazy. So that's got to be Obama Blood Clot. So yeah, that's completely threw me off guard, boys, in terms of talking about Van Dijk now, and I don't know what to do with myself, so let's get through the rest of the comments, then we can come back to the Van Dijk situation. Alright, that's got me shook. Let's get to the next comment. DS, this is a good one because it's on the contrary to what Blue Juice just said. DS said, don't sign Van Dijk, bro. Sign a younger centre-back that can grow with you. You still have to call back, or you have to call back one of your goalkeepers on loan to back up Kowalczyk. Find backups for your fullbacks. DS said basically sell the deadwood. We've got a lot of players that we don't need. Sell the deadwood, get your budget up, and use that money to improve in key positions. 2 or 3 80-plus players should be enough. The rest of positions you can fill with players coming back from loan. You should go for all this season. You need good players to compete with Man City. They're the real threat. And I agree. Like I say, last season, Man City, we scored like 101 goals, was it, in the season? They scored 102. Like, anything we can do, City tries to one-up here. We need to improve our squad. Other people you see there, Arsenal going in for Moretti, people making big moves. We have to match these teams around us to keep up with the pace. We have to make big moves ourselves, and we're definitely going for that this season. Jordan dropped a comment saying, hey dude, I don't know who you should sign or sell, but I know that the team that you have is quality. You should make Lee a left winger because he's used to playing left wing, and make one of the strikers a centre forward / attack and mid to play in Elliot's position. Now, if we jump in with Morgan Lee, by the way, he is a cam as his main position, but in his positions you can see it says /right mid / centre mid / left wing. Obviously, I guess not being primary position left wing might affect his growth, but last time we went into Morgan Lee to check that, to train him as a left wing, it would have took 100 weeks or something like that. So if we go back to it now and go to left wing, you can see 53 weeks isn't too bad actually, so we could go ahead and do that, but I think it's more beneficial to train him, keep him as a cam, train him as we're doing here as a shadow striker, boost up certain stats that we need to boost up in that, or even to boost up his passing, and then it'll make the left wing transition even easier, which I think we might go ahead and do and switch that to passing, because if we're going to play Morgan Lee in the central position this season, we definitely need his passing to be up there with the likes of Hashimoto and them, so we're going to boost up Lee's passing. But yeah, Jordan said, what I've noticed is that Lee doesn't get many goals or assists, but he builds up. He gets involved in the build-up, I should say, and he's more like a leader. When he's on the field, everyone plays nice together, and I think that Vilk is suited to play in the cam position because he usually drops to try and assist other players. He'll be the greatest centre attacker mid, make him a cam. So if we go across to Arthur Vilk, obviously, the dilemma we have with Vilk and Barbosa is who plays in cam if we do go with that option. I was leaning more towards Barbosa, but Vilk, to train him as a cam, it'll take 100 weeks because his passing is just not there. But like you say, we have the RDC overlap. That seems to be our style of play. Pass it from the wing to the striker holds the ball up, plays it to the centre forward who makes the run on forward, and Vilk is that guy who plays as the striker to get the ball to feet and play it on the overlap. So I'm thinking about playing Barbosa in the centre forward. We can experiment through the season, boys. There's no rules, you know what I mean? We can do both. Venom dropped the comments, which is going to be our two main transfer targets for this transfer window, boys. And you're going to be excited by these names. Venom dropped them both, which is crazy. Cause it's like he's inside my head or something. But he said, go all in by selling players for either Gvardiol or Jude Bellingham. Would love some high-rated youngsters for the Champions League push. Now, somebody left a comment last season saying for next season we need to sign Jude Bellingham just to take him away from Man City, because when we played City he absolutely dominated the game. So if we make a signing like that, it makes us stronger, it makes them weaker. So I really want to go for Jude Bellingham, but let's jump into the transfer hub. We need to get a centre back. Gvardiol is the man I'm going to try and go for. He's about 100 million now. Yeah, and then if we go across to our centre mids, let's find Jude Bellingham. Look how much he is, bro. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford them both, but we have a lot of players to move on and sell, which we'll get to after this. So it is possible, possibly, if we sell a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just see what we can do this season, boys. A little side note from the comments and transfers. Walking Tom dropped a comment saying, you probably don't know me, but I've been here since episode 1, and I really miss Ricky J. Jones. Now, I just wanted to give a little update on Ricky J. Jones because I am very sentimental in career mode. Yeah, I don't like selling players who've been with us for a long time, and I like to keep up to date on players that we have sold. Ricky J. Jones, we sold him off to Maritimo at 75 overall, and he's still at 75 overall now, so it looks like his potential is pretty much ruined and finished at 75. He's 24 years old, still got time to grow in him, I guess, but he's off playing for Maritimo, which I believe is a Portuguese team. And yeah, Ricky J. Jones, that's a little update on him, but he won't be making a return to this club, at least not anytime soon. Venom dropped another comment saying, loan Billy Cairns, because you may just destroy his potential or something. Also, you need to strengthen your defence in place of Canales, sell Andreas and maybe a forward if you have enough depth, and bring in a guy that can play as a fullback so Brown or Mina can get a rest for some games. Now, the thing is with Brown and Mina, we don't actually rest them ever last season, as you've seen. We never rest them because these guys can play every single game in the season. You see Theon, he has 94 stamina. Mina has 97 stamina plus 1 for some reason, yeah. These guys don't need a rest. If we need to rest them, Shin Meyer actually came in a few times at right back over Mina last season, so Shin Meyer can play fullback. We also have, of course, we need to find them in the bench here. Look at all these stinkers on the bench. We have Billy Cairns, who can play centre-back if we need to move people around. Yamashita is a guy that we got from the youth academy from Japan, and he's got great potential as a fullback. So I'm looking to send him out on loan, boost his overall up again. But we got another fullback back from loan. Where the hell is he, lad? Lad, it's so hard to find players because my squad's just all over the place. Let's just go to the squad hub. I've got a feeling he's out on loan still, if I'm honest. Let's see. There he is, Ed Roberts on loan at Atletico, or Atletico Bilbao, I should say. He's up to 77 overall. He is probably going to be our backup fullback. Boys, I can't lie. If we need him, I'll call him back from loan. Otherwise, we're not going to sign a fullback because we're going to send Yamashita out on loan. Let's do that now while we're here. And like I say, if somebody gets injured, we can just call Ed Roberts back. Yeah, or we can play Shinmeier there. If we loan out Shinmeier, I don't know yet. Because I've got too much to consider, boys. Jeremiah left a big comment. Let's go through this one. He said, for next season, scout with the free agents on their first day. You'll find some hidden gems. Now, we have done that already. Van Dijk. Oh, wait there. Let's get into this De Bruyne reveal. Yeah, wait there. Where is it? Where's it just gone, lad? There we go. Kevin De Bruyne revealed to the Dream Chasers faithful. Yeah, that's a thumbnail right there. Are you kidding me? Shout out to EA, because they just keep making my thumbnails for me. Yeah, I've got to shout out EA. But yeah, Real Madrid sold on De Bruyne, obviously, to us. He joined a 3-year contract. I forgot about that. So yeah, De Bruyne's going to be here to stay. But yeah, let's go back to Jeremiah's contract, I was going to say. Jeremiah's comments. He said, loan out Ono and Meyer. You're in the Champions League and challenging for the Premier League. It's time to get world-class players, 84 plus in every position on the squad. Sell a dead weight like Naylor. Lower overall youth players as they will never make it to the first team. Morgan Lee has 80 pace. He's not rapid enough to be on the wing. And I'm telling you, he would be insane down the middle as a cam. Brennan Johnson's been great for you. He needs more time. Maybe start him. He also said, train Barbosa to a left wing. You have 3 world-class strikers, and there's too many. Barbosa naturally drifts to the left anyway, so we should play him on the left wing. He thinks Jude Bellingham or Enzo Fernandez would elevate the team in the midfield and a new centre-back to replace Canales. So, he also said, sign your players to new contracts. That way they will grow to the best of their abilities. Any thumbs down affect growth. Now, I did not know that. If we go to the squad hub, you can see people like Kovalchik thumb down on the contract. The contract affects the growth. I did not know that. In terms of like people's contracts expiring, the only people expiring is Neuer, and he's retiring anyway. So, and people like Mina's on 2 years. But I did not know that the down arrow meant that they don't develop as well. But we're going to wait till the end of the transfer window before we touch any contracts like that, because everyone's going to ask for way more money, and I don't want to run out of money before we make our signings, you know. So, shout out to Jeremiah. A lot of things to consider there about loaning out Ono and Meyer, selling people like Brennan Johnson maybe, and Andreas and some certain players. Also saying about moving Lee to the middle. It's going to be tough to figure out what formations to play. Like I say, I don't know whether to go with the 4-4-1-1, to go with the 4-4-2 and just have the 2 strikers up front with no cam. I'm actually leaning towards 4-4-2 at the minute. Or do we go with the 4-3-3 again, have Lee in the middle, sign a winger, play Barbosa on the left? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see what we do. I can test it out in the pre-season, actually. That's what I think I'll do, with a few different styles and stuff. Following up on his own comment, Jeremiah said, keep Robin and Jacobs. They're insanely good super subs. I wish I could have them in my saves and never get lucky with regens. Now, Robin for sure was staying at the club. I was actually considering to sell Max Jacobs, though, because as we can see, 85 overall, he's an exciting prospect, so still has room to grow. But he's valued at like 60 million. With an 87 million release clause. When did we ever put that in his contract? I do not remember that. Yeah, I don't remember putting a release clause in his contract. But Max Jacobs, I'm willing to sell him. Yeah, I'm not too stressed about that, because 67 million, boys, we might have to sell a player like Max Jacobs to be able to get Bellingham in, to be able to get, Gavardiol in. You know, we might have to do that. So we might, it might force our hand, as good as he was, it might just force our hand to do that. Oh my days, oh my days, oh my days. How lucky are we with the free agents? Oh my days. Now this is just another, like, spanner in the works. This is Karim Benzema's regen. 91 overall at 18? What? Look at his stats. 99 dribbling, 98 acceleration. What the hell is that? This guy's a freak. This guy's a freak. Yeah. Oh my god. Those stats are ridiculous. 97 curve. Karim Benzema is one of my favourite players in real life, if you don't know this. So I really wanted to get Benzema to the club. The same with Lewandowski. I love Lewandowski, so we got Lewandowski's regen. I love Benzema, so I wanted to bring him to the club. But what the hell is that? What is that? Why is he 91 rated? He's only just spawned in. He's only just came out the womb and he's 91 overall. Value 129 million. That's crazy, bro. We're picking him up. I don't care. We're getting him straight away. I don't care. Bye, Jacobs. Max Jacobs is gone. Yeah, I don't even care no more. Or Dieng, what do we even do with him? About blood clot Young, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, we're getting. He only was 57 grand. That's less than what Van Dijk wanted. Van Dijk's about to retire. That's crazy. Yeah, you might be disappointed with this. You might be angry at this because we keep getting lucky with the free agents. But I do not care. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do not care. Are you kidding me? Look at this guy. This is going to be a dog. Yeah, Albert. His name is not Albert. Albert. That's going to be annoying to say. Basile, as his first name. He sounds like a dog. Recommended wage 70 grand. Let's just give him 70 straight up. Let's not play around because we're getting this guy to our team. What the hell have I just seen? And he's happy with it. Welcome to the club. Yeah, Albert. I'm actually just going to call him Albert from now on. Or if there's any French people in the comments and they're going to tell me it's Aubert. I don't care. I don't care about Aubert. Yeah, it's Albert. Yeah, come on. Excellent deal. That's crazy. I can't believe it. 92! He's gone up one since we've signed him. What the hell, lad? Oh, mate. Mate, that is... What a way to start the season, eh? Kevin De Bruyne and Karim Benzema. But look at the state of him. Look at the state of him. He needs to train his weak foot, though. His weak foot stinks, eh? But I can't believe that, you know. He is going to play in our centre-forward cam spot. Because even though he's great shooting and stuff, 99 dribbling, are you kidding me right now? 89 short passing, are you kidding me right now? Like, his curve's 97. Bro, yo, I've nearly just fell out my chair off that one. Yo, what the hell? We've got new stats, objectives for this season. Let's go through them. We've just hit one already for signing a crucial first-team player to the forward position. Why would the board tell us to sign a striker as a crucial first-team player, as a crucial, critical priority objective when we have two of the best strikers in the world? Why would they tell us that? 10 games without defeat this. 10 games unbeaten. I don't know who you think I am. Signed 2 youth players to the academy. In fact, I don't even care about none of this. Champions League, they want us to reach the final. It's our first time here. What are you talking about? High expectations there. Premier League, they want us to finish in the top 4. FA Cup, they want us to win it. Reduce player wages by 13 grand a week. That's not going to happen, is it? In fact, it will because we're selling loads of players. But we've just spent 70 grand on Benzema. But, oh, boys, my head's gone off that. Let me get back to the comments. Like I say, this is probably going to be a long-ass video, but let me get back to the comments. So, Senzo said, Cairns and Mayer centre-back partnership for cup games. I like the sound of that, but as it stands, if we sign a centre-back, it's probably going to be Canales plus one or the other. I mean, boys, we can make all these plans about who to loan out, who to sell, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to if anyone bids for them. Because we could have Mayer and Cairns on the loan list, and we could get offers for both of them, but we could get offers for one of them. We could get offers for none of them. So then that is going to dictate what we do with our squad going forward too. Night Rose said, sign Virgil, sell Inacio, then try and get Jude, Saka, Harvey Elliott, Musiala or Gavardiol. Sell Andreas because I doubt he'll get game time when KDB is involved, excuse me. By the way, I started watching your content in last December. Shout out to you, man. But yeah, so sign Virgil, sell Inacio, but now we have the spanner in the works of Rudiger, who I think is probably the better option over Virgil. That's crazy, boys. I'm still gassed off that Benzema signing. Why was he 91 rated? Benzema was like 77 overall when he retired. So I thought he was like, I heard that there was a glitch with centre forwards, but I thought it put them to what they were when they retired. So I was expecting his regen to be 77. But 91 is crazy to me. In Night Rose's comment there, though, there was a player that did spark my interest, and that was Saka. Bukayo Saka. I am a big fan of Saka. Now, if you want to talk about getting world quality players, sending out Ono on loan, because obviously Ono is not at that overall yet. To sign a new right winger / right mid, Saka would be the perfect guy, but he is 89 overall now, and Roma would want 125 mil for him, and his release clause is 200 mil. So Saka is looking out of the picture unless we do something crazy. In fact, we could sell that centre forward. We've just got to get Saka. We could do that, but I low-key don't want to do that. I want to play with this guy because I love Benzema. You get me? So, anyway, let's stop playing around. That's all the comments out the way. Shout out to everyone who left comments because there's a lot to consider. Let's just get straight into what I want to do with the squad. First things first, Albert, one of the world's best as his status, and he's 18 years old. That's crazy. Mbappe who? Mbappe who? Yeah, please tell me who that is. So we're going to train him as a playmaker forward. That's perfect because it boosts his passing up as well, and also his weak foot. So that is absolutely perfect. Let's train him as that. 20 weeks to boost that up. And hopefully you can get to 4-star before he maxes out. This guy could go to 99 easily. 18 years old, 91 already. Crazy. Anyway, so we have 5 goalkeepers. We don't need 5 goalkeepers, yeah. Bernardi, Buffon, transfer list.
You're fired!
Guterres, transfer list.
You're fired!
Neuer, retiring end of the season. He's our backup for this season in case Kovalchik gets injured. Gonzalez still out on loan. Centre-backs, we have way too many. Canales obviously staying. Inacio, questionable. If somebody bids for him and it's an attractive offer, we might just accept it. I'm not going to add him straight to the transfer list, though. Lavia, I'm sorry, transfer list. Yeah, Steinmeier, potential to be special. Still don't know what to do with him. We're going to add Cabrera to the transfer list, though. Steinmeier, do we loan him out? Let me add everyone to the transfer list first and then see what we want to do with players like Steinmeier, because I'm actually so confused, bro. Yamashita, we've added to the transfer list already. Mina, we're of course keeping. Jensen Bullock's an exciting prospect. Oh, that's a loan list. Yeah. Max Naylor, we won't even get nothing for him if we sold him. 2 mil. I'm nostalgic. Yeah, I'm sentimental. He's staying. This guy, Owen Davidson, I signed him thinking he was Milner's regen. He didn't do anything, so we're selling him as well. Hashimoto, of course, staying. Rabe just staying. Juric, this is a questionable one because now we have 3 centre midfielders here. Kevin De Bruyne, Billy Cairns, who's showing great potential, and Juric, who is normally our backup centre mid. But if we play De Bruyne, we're going to have a backup centre mid in either Hashimoto or Rabe. So, is there place for Juric and Cairns? Cairns could be our backup centre back, but we've got Steinmeier. So I think the good thing to do would be loan Billy Cairns straight away, just in case like we don't want to ruin his potential. Basically, Juric, I'm going to leave at the club for now. MattHDGamer, again, we signed him just for the sake of it, to get him out of the free agents, sentimental value, but at the end of the day, that's 5.5 mil there. I'm sorry, I'm ruthless. Transfer list for you. Yamada's an exciting prospect again. I'm going to loan him out because he actually does have some really good potential, and somebody could loan to buy him and give us some money. Morgan Elliott staying. Andreas is the tough one. What do we do with Andreas? But I don't think he will get the game time now, because he's not that good on the wing. He's actually good through the middle, you know, when we play him as a centre forward / cam. He's actually good through the middle, but he's... Andreas, I want to loan him out. I really want to loan him, but I think the good, like the smart move is to just cut ties and sell him. But then we don't have any backup wingers. In fact, yes, we do. We've got Tommy Bailey and MattHDGamer. Or not MattHDGamer, what's his name? Ito. So yeah, Andreas, it's been a pleasure, pal, but add it to the transfer list.
You're fired!
Like I say, people might not even bet for him, but there we go. Morgan Elliott, he can't go anywhere, even though he will be stripped of the captain's armband very soon. We've got to announce our new captain, and I'm not going to announce that until we finished our signings for the season, yeah? Like our official club captain, until we finish the signings, because that might change. Oh no, Masaki, we should really loan him out, but at the same time, I really want to keep him, bro. Yeah, I really want to keep him. Kenji MattHDGamer, another exciting prospect. If they're exciting prospects, I will just loan them out. Tommy Bailey can stay as our backup winger. Brennan Johnson is one I'm going to be ruthless with. Transfer list for him.
You're fired!
Ilias also transfer list. Edson Duarte transfer list. We're going to be minted if all of these people sell. Hitoshi Ono Masaki's brother. We've got to keep him around for club morale. Yeah. Di Maria's regen. I'm going to send him out on loan one more time because it's Di Maria. He should have a boost in potential at least. Ito Kyohei is staying at the club too. That's our backup winger. Max Jacobs again. This is where I'm being ruthless. Transfer list. Now that we've got Benzema, we don't need him.
You're fired! All right!
Daniel Giles also transfer list for you. Look at that, boys. One of the world's best. That is crazy. Robin Chan is staying at the club because I just love saying his name too. And that's it for people that we're adding. The only two that were questionable is Ono Masaki, who we've of course moved back to a right mid. Potential to be special, boys. I don't want his potential to go to waste. I want him to hit that potential for the storyline. It'd be great to see. Same with Steinmeier. We should loan them out, but I just don't know what I'm doing, boys. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm going around in circles and not really saying or doing anything. But let's sort out our team anyway on this very packed reserves. We have a big decision to make regarding this centre-back thing as well. So signing Rudiger or Van Dijk. Van Dijk would be nice as a Liverpool fan, and a lot of people said to get Van Dijk. Somebody said not to get him. But logically speaking, I think we should get Rudiger. Why is Rudiger 1 mil less in value than Van Dijk when he's 1 year younger and 2 overalls higher? I do not know. But yeah, Rudiger's been approached by Milan, as you can see there, so they're trying to sign him. We should go in for him too, boys. We just should. Yeah. I completely forgot, boys, while I was sorting out the squad hub about this Van Dijk situation. So yeah, Shin Meyer is going to the loan list. I hope he doesn't lose his potential. I hope he reaches that heights because he has the potential to be the next Van Dijk. Never mind getting his loan or regen, free agents, whatever you want to call him. He has the potential to be the next Van Dijk, so I hope he hits that. But my head says get Rudiger. I mean, my heart says get Van Dijk, head says get Rudiger. But then another part of me says get both of them. Because even if we keep Rudiger, we can use Van Dijk in the Gvardiol transfer. So I think that's what we've got to do. We've got to take advantage of these free agents, boys. Yeah, I'm not messing. We have to take advantage of these free agents. Reggie Field and the free agents there too. People like Neymar, though, he's still got a value. So we could sign Neymar too and use him in these transfers just to get money like off the players, you know? And I think that's the logical thing to do at this situation as a businessman. But let's approach to sign Rudiger. He might not even want to come to us. He might choose Milan over us. But let's see. We're going in for Antonio Rudiger. He wants crucial first team player. Recommended wages 92 grand. No, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy talk. So we've got to put the wage in ourselves. I low-key don't want to give him 90 grand because that's a lot. I'm going to go with 70 because I'm sure it said between 70 and 90. So in fact, let's not play. Let's go 75. Yeah. Oh, that might be a decline there. Reasonable offer, and he's happy with that. So we've signed. Yo, Cash Money Mark's beard was grey. Did you see that? We've got older. We've literally got older in the career mode. That's mad. But Rudiger has signed for the club. We've got an 87 rated defender now. Yeah, and we're also going to go in for Van Dijk too, because why the hell not? Yeah, nothing beats a free transfer, as it's just said in the little comments there. Why the hell not, bro? Cannot approach player while you have the maximum squad size, release or sell another player. That is crazy. That is crazy. So we need somebody to cut. The first transfer offer we get, we're accepting it. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? In fact, I'm releasing Owen Davidson from his contract just to sign for Van Dijk. In fact, I'm recalling Nishimura and Peters from the loans too. And then I'm going to just discard these. Discard as if it's Ultimate Team. Quick sell them. Yeah. Nishimura went +2 since we called him back. Oh, nice growth, mate. But see you later. Yeah. Too many players released already. I'm an idiot. I am stupid. I did not know there was a limit on that. So what do we do there? 2. So we can get 2 more free agents in. We can't even sign Gvardiol or no one like that until somebody sells. Wow, oh, boys, I've really screwed us here by getting so many players to the club. Oh, I'm such an idiot, but let's get Van Dijk anyway. Look at him, lad. He's such a beautiful man. I can't wait to have him in the club. Now we're back to a Blackbeard. Yeah, shout out to what was his name, bro? I've just learned his name in One Piece. I can't remember. Edward Teacher or something. His name was Blackbeard. But yeah, anyway, he wants 41k in his wage, 300k signing bonus, and 5 clean sheets. You're not going to get 5 clean sheets because, to be honest, Van Dijk, you might not even play 5 games. Yeah, you might not even play 5 minutes for the team. Why are they comparing him to Juric as a CDM when Juric isn't a CDM and neither is Van Dijk? That's just weird behaviour, EA. So, okay, I was going to go ahead, yeah, and pick up Neymar too from the free agents, but we have 1 place left in our squad, and I'm not going to risk it and by picking up Neymar. If somebody else signs him from the free agents before we get to, I don't mind that. Even with Aubameyang's regen, I don't mind if somebody else goes in and gets them. But I'm just going to advance a few days, boys, see if anything happens, yeah, see if we get any offers come in. There we go, transfer offer for Mauro Bernardi. Buffon's regen, 6.6 mil. See you later. I'm not even going to try and negotiate it with Wolves. I'm just selling them straight on. Max Jacobs has said, hey boss, I'm a bit surprised you're looking to move me on, but I can't say I'm unhappy about it. Wow, Jacobs, that's disrespectful, bro. See you later. It's the best thing for you. Goodbye. Fabrizio Cabrera said, I'm glad you've decided to put me up for sale, to be honest. I haven't really enjoyed playing here, and I think a moves. You played 1 game before you went out on loan. I'm happy that you're going. Brennan Johnson said the same thing as Max Jacobs. I can't say I'm unhappy about it. It's the best thing for you too, mate. Goodbye. I know people might be... That's a controversial one, selling Brennan Johnson, because he is 84 rated. That could be Champions League quality, as people will say. But at the end of the day, I don't care. Yeah, I do not care. We've got enough options now. Billy Cairns said, I've not been enjoying my football here lately. I'm glad you're loaning me out. This is so brain dead because he's been on loan the whole season. Standard Liège are willing to offer Merville Bocadi and 4 million. Let's see this trash ass player that they've offered us here. A 31-year-old centre back that's 75 overall. No thanks. No thanks. We're just taking the money. That's actually more value that they're giving us there, though, than Wolves gave us, but... who cares, lad? I'm not getting another player in the club. The point is to sell on a player. There's no point selling a player to get one back. Yeah. Oh, Milan have expressed interest in signing Giancarlo Inacio. 87 million. But his value... Bro, our assistant manager thinks we could get 125 for him. Don't disrespect us, Milan. Nah, boys, lad, I don't know what to do with Inacio. I wish this was live, you know. I should have done the Season 6, premiere as a live stream, bro. So you could have helped me with all these decisions, because I am literally going around in circles. 87 million. I said I'd consider it if somebody offered them, even though we didn't have them on the transfer list. 125 million. We can't really argue with that, can we? You know, if, in fact, let me delegate this, yeah, and say 125. If they offer us 125, boys, we've got to hold our hands up and take it, because he's not that good. We'll get Gvardiol in for the same price and still probably have money left over, maybe. Oh, that's crazy. 125, I've submitted it. Oh, what am I doing? I'm destroying the club. Oh, no, we're not. We're chill. We are chill, because then we can get Gvardiol in, play with Van Dijk and or Rudiger. We are chill, boys. Don't worry about it, yeah? Van Dijk, fucking hell, lad, he nearly hit his head on the door walking in. How tall is he? Look, this is the brick shit house. Welcome to the club, Virgil van Dijk. Yes. Oh, I love Virg, mate. We're going to have to play with him, aren't we? Even if Inacio goes, do we just use Rudiger and... Wait there, do we just use Rudiger and Van Dijk as our centre-backs then for this season? That's a possibility too. We don't even have to sign Gvardiol. Then we can spend all the money on trying to get Jude Bellingham, plus maybe Saka instead of a centre-back. But again, these aren't really players for the future. Van Dijk and Rudiger will both probably go down in rating this season. It's a tough one. We're in such a tough position. But at least there goes Bernardi. Now we can look to try and sign someone for real. Cody Gakpo and Kvaratskhelia are two players I wanted to try and sign on a left wing position, because we were going to move Morgan Lee to a cam. But both of them say this team will not sell this player because he's too important for the club. We can pay Gakpo's release clause, actually, but at the same time, I think these players are just both write-offs now. Same with Harvey Elliott, unfortunately. I did want to try and get Harvey Elliott to the club, like early on in the season, early on in the career mode, but I'm not willing to pay 100 million for Harvey Elliott, I can't lie to you. We just don't need him. We just don't. Like, that's the harsh truth. By the way, for everyone that keeps commenting, get Messi's regen. He's still here, bro. I don't know how many times I have to emphasize this. Messi is still alive. He's 72 overall. He's 40 years old now, though. I don't know why he's still playing. Should have retired last season and we would have got him. But remember, we sold him to Leipzig and they put an 85 mil release clause on him. That would be funny. Should we pay that for a 72 rated Messi? But anyway, as you can see, this player is retiring at the end of this season and is not willing to negotiate. So everyone's saying get Messi's regen. We have to wait till next season to get him. Yeah, we can't get him now because, as you can see, Messi's still alive. He hasn't died yet / retired. That's just a running joke me and my mate have, by the way. We used to say that if a player retires, the player's died. So that's why I'm saying he's still alive. But yeah, anyway, let's carry on advancing and see if there's any other offers. Transfer offer for Lavia, 18.7 million. That's a nice bit of money coming in for Lavia, considering what we got him for. And Celtic want Yamashita. We'll send him out on loan, hopefully. And here comes, is that Rudiger walking in the door? I don't even know. He just kicked the door open, didn't even touch the handle. I think that is Rudiger. Welcome to the club. Don't know why he was later than Van Dijk when we signed him first. But welcome to the team, Rudiger, yeah? So we've sold Lavia. Now that frees up another space in the squad. It's time, I think, to pull the trigger and start making our own transfers. 132 million in the budget now. We can also offer money / player deals. You know, that's on the cards for certain things. I'm just so lost and confused because getting Benzema's regen has really threw a screw in, or a spanner in the works, as I keep saying that phrase. So, and then getting De Bruyne. If we go for Bellingham, it pretty much negates De Bruyne, but then do we play De Bruyne and Bellingham? But then what happens to Rabia and Hashimoto? The point of getting Hashimoto is because he's potential to be special, goes up to 90. I don't want to ruin the squad and the storylines that we have going with these players. Like I say, Rabia, been here from episode 2, and he's our more defensive midfielder. Hashimoto in there too. Like, he's just a dog. Yeah, he's so good. The Japanese Gerrard. I want these players to reach the potential. Signing somebody like Jude Bellingham would strengthen our midfield, but it would also jeopardise that storyline that we have going. Especially when we've got De Bruyne now. We have Juric as a backup too, who's obviously not that high rated, but I just don't want to destroy the team, boys. That's what I'm concerned about. We've signed these 2 old centre-backs now, wherever they are. Rudiger, Van Dijk. Rudiger's still got stats that hold up. You know, look at that. Great defending, physical and good pace. Van Dijk, great defending. Bit slacking on the pace because he's old now. But in May, I want him to reach his potential. He's going out on loan for sure. I mean, it's a tough position that I'm in right now, boys, as the club. I just want to make the right decisions and do what's best for the club. Still don't know what formation we're going to play this season. But yeah, it is what it is, man. This episode's probably been long as hell, and we didn't even get to know gameplay. Hopefully next episode we will get to the pre-season tournament, and as well as more transfer stuff that's going to happen. I just want to wrap this episode up here because I don't want it to go on for too long, you get me. But Liverpool were trying to sign Benzema, so it is a good job that we signed him before Liverpool did. Wilk to start, Jacob's future not secure. Yeah, it's a crazy time for the club, boys, and hopefully you stick around for season 6 because, like I said at the start of this episode, it's going to be the biggest one yet. So you don't want to miss a single episode. Make sure you subscribe with that notification bell turned on. And if you did enjoy, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibes. I will catch you next time, boys, on Monday, where hopefully my head is a lot more clear, which it won't be because, side note, I'm recording it straight after this episode, so I'm still going to be a bit of a mess in Monday's episode. But anyway, with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibes. I'll catch you next time. To be continued.